Assalamu alaikum. Hello to you watching this video. Thank you so much for your support. If you are benefiting from these videos, please do subscribe wherever the subscribe button is on this page. We have hit another milestone as part of the 75 Hard program. We're on day 15. So when I think of day 15, I like to think of it as I have, alhamdulillah, praise be to God, completed a fifth of this program. So 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, right? So if I split 75 into 5 equal parts, that bit is done. The thumb is complete. So there's 4 more parts to go. I also like to look at it as I also like to view day 15 as it's exactly half of the first month of the full program. I think looking at it as a fifth of the program, that kind of makes more sense. But it does bring a smile to my face that I'm really, really grateful that I'm here having completed the day 15. It's late at night. My times are a little bit messed up. They're not as structured as I'd like to be. My day is not as scheduled. I mean, it's scheduled, but then today I was traveling, so kids had to get the kids out of bed before 7 o'clock. I was out of the house before 8 o'clock, and then reached home about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I deliberately didn't want to drink that much water or too much water during that time. So I had to delay the water. I had to delay the indoor workout, delay the outdoor workout. So everything was kind of delayed. So, and then, I just felt really tired. So I felt like I needed a nap while the kids were doing their reading. So here I am, and it is late. It's not my normal time to go to sleep. But I do feel that even though it's 1:30 in the morning, I do feel like I've got a lot of energy right now. Definitely because I had a nap before, but also just because generally, and had it not been for these videos, had it not been kind of sharing this journey with you and hearing myself say these words, I may not have even noticed just how much more energy, alhamdulillah, praise be to God, that I have on a day-by-day basis. So yes, day 15 complete, milestone, alhamdulillah, ticked off. What I wanted to share with you today is maybe two things, two concepts, or two. I'd like to say they're both celebrations, but one is definitely celebration. I weighed myself today. I'm not in the habit of weighing myself every single day because I don't want to become so conscious that, I have to kind of note every lb, every pound that I've lost or gained. So I tend to weigh myself a couple of times a week. Today I weighed myself because it was the beginning of week 3, and I felt extremely grateful to feel not just physically on my body, but also mentally that this program is working for me. So I've now officially lost 10 lb, which when I had a look, I don't know why, I live in the UK, but I'm still working on pounds. But 10 lb, which is about 4.5 kg, and that's in the work that I've done over these past 15 days. Of course, some of that is water weight, and some of it may even come back. Okay, and I'm okay with that. But to feel, and genuinely, I do feel lighter. I do feel like, that tightness, that kind of inflammation that you may have in your knees. When you're going down, as a Muslim, I pray 5 times a day. So therefore, when you're going into the certain prayer positions, you kind of feel like, oh, my knee feels a bit heavy, or this feels a bit heavy. I'm not feeling that much. So not snacking, because I rarely, in fact, I don't think I've snacked maybe at all. Maybe once I did, but I don't think I've snacked. And even that wasn't really a snack. That was like fruit. But I'm not actually snacking because I'm not hungry. I don't have cravings, as I said yesterday, for sugar, which is a real bonus for me, something that I've not experienced before. And drinking the constant water. I still have this much water left before I go to bed, but I'm drinking this constant water is just almost like my body's communicating to me that, you don't need that much food. So I'm having smaller portion sizes as well. And I'm also being very mindful about my carb protein ratio as well, which I'm more than happy to share about in in another video. So yeah, 10 lb weight loss. So I started at 170. I'm now 159.5. So I'm still going to round 159.5 to 160, right? It's the mathematician in me. So I'm going to call it a 10 lb loss. What I want to do is I want to continue, steadily in a healthy way to lose that weight. When you have excess weight, when people, I have heard specialists say that in the first week you might end up losing more. So I'm not expecting to necessarily lose another 10 lb in 2 weeks. If I do, oh my gosh, I would be over the moon. All right, maybe with the insanity and what the other thing that I've introduced as part of this program, who knows, right? And also even better eating habits. The sugars that I am kind of consuming tend to be natural sugars from fruits, dates, fruits. So so great. So 10 lb weight loss in the first 15 days, which feels really good, really good. What I've also done today is that I'm finding that days like this where I'm ending up doing the outdoor workout quite late at night. I'm hoping there's not going to be too many days like this, but I had to get out of the house. I had to be out of town today and just had to take all the kids with me. So days like this, I'm doing the outdoor workout in my garden. So I'm going up and down, which isn't necessarily the most comfortable thing to do because your hip is constantly having to move to go back around again, if that makes sense. And so what I introduced today is that I purchased this weighted vest a long time ago and I just didn't use it. I know, not good, especially not for a minimalist. So I struck this weighted vest on. I don't have it in the room, otherwise I would show it to you. But I've started to wear, or I'm going to start to wear on a more consistent basis, a weighted vest. And there's lots of benefits. I was looking at the benefits of a weighted vest. So it's basically almost like a jacket that weighs 5 kg. Like, I don't know how people wear 20 kg or even a 10 kg weighted vest. The 5 kg weighted vest, I'd like to say to you that, oh, it was a game changer, but it wasn't. It was really uncomfortable to begin to, yes, it's day one, but it felt really uncomfortable. Maybe it's the way I wore it. Maybe I need to adjust it, but my back, I had shoulder pains. I will spend a little bit more time tomorrow to make sure that I have adjusted it fully before I go out. But yeah, it did feel that there's more weight that I'm carrying, and therefore my heart rate was a little bit faster. And as a result of that, I had to breathe more. I have to become more conscious. So instead of giving up, and that's where the mental toughness kicked in, because I felt that my heart rate was getting faster. And instead of giving up and saying that, oh, you know what, I can't do this weighted vest, I started breathing from my diaphragm more. So I forced myself to take deeper breaths. I forced myself to almost like suck up that pain and say, come on, we can do this, but we just need to change a few things whilst we've got the weighted vest on. And that's the essence of the 75 Hard program. And that's the whole reason why I'm doing this. It's about talking to this inside of there and almost changing those pathways of, instead of your brain and your body trying to keep you safe, or we've never done this before, this is not, we want to keep you safe, we don't want you to go there. It's saying to your body, it's okay, we're working together and we can figure this out. So yeah, so I was looking at some of the benefits of the weighted vest. I found, when I did some research, the benefits of the weighted vest: increase intensity, 100%. Adding weight increases the resistance, makes sense, which then helps to build strength, endurance and cardiovascular fitness faster. I definitely experienced that. Burns more calories, I wouldn't be surprised, because with the added weight, your body has to work harder, therefore accelerating calorie burn and fat loss. I'm all for that. Yes, thank you. Improves bone density and strength. I wonder if there's a way of measuring that. I mean, The scale that I use, it does have about 30, maybe 35 different measures. So maybe that's what I'm going to start doing. I'll make a note of what my bone density according to my scale was today, when I weighed myself, and then I'll have a look at it again in 2 weeks' time, what my bone density is. If you guys have any other suggestions for me in terms of how to measure the bone density, or how to just measure the benefits of a weighted vest, if you do workouts with a weighted vest, I'd love to hear from you. And then it boosts core stability. Yeah, as I said before, I felt like I had to breathe from my diaphragm and just tucking this whole core in, and also walking with a better posture as well. So yeah, definitely. So it's it was interesting. I mean, it was interesting. I just felt that if I'm going to be doing this outdoor workout, in my garden, and I don't know what the winter's going to be like in the UK, in Manchester, then why not just push myself? Why not just figure out, the same way my indoor workout is now the insanity, why not try to, when it's a walk that I'm doing as an outdoor workout, why not just try to push my limit? Why not try to push myself, challenge myself that little bit more, just so that I get the very best out of the remaining 60 days that I've got left of this program. And when I was journaling, I did write that, wearing this weighted vest almost reminded me of, the doubts and the excuses and the limitations that we all have. I have them, all right? Not going to pretend I don't have them. We all have them, the fears, the excuses, those thoughts that we have. Remember I talked in earlier videos about the PETs and the PITs, performance inhibiting thoughts and performance inhibiting thoughts. We've all got them. And it just felt that this weighted vest was that. And in the same way, we all have to carry, like I had to push myself to kind of get through, to work through having this weighted vest on me. What this program is teaching me is that it's like what we all carry life's difficulties, and we can carry those difficulties are not necessarily going to go away, right? We have to learn to navigate through those challenges, through those difficulties. So then why not do them with more self-belief, more strength, more endurance, more resistance, more resilience, and a better mental ability to work through that. So the weight that we bear doesn't necessarily break us in life, it builds us. So the weight that we have to bear in life, so you might be going through difficult, challenging situations, and this might not make any sense right now, but it may do. Because many times when I've gone through really difficult, challenging situations in my life, if somebody had said to me that this is going to build you, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. I don't need it to build me. I just don't want to be in this situation. But if you're sat there reflecting on yourself and you're thinking, I wonder why I'm in this situation. I wonder why I'm being tested or challenged with this particular situation in my life, or this particular person in my life, then what I want to say to you is that weight, it doesn't necessarily have to break you. It can build you. It can build you. And a lot of it starts in there. It's your perspective. It's how you're looking at that situation. I'm not in any way negating what you're going through. I'm not belittling what you're going through. Just to put in context, I work on a daily basis with bereaved parents whose child or baby has died. So I would never say to them that, oh, by the way, this weight that you're carrying right now, it doesn't have to pull you down, it can build you. I'm not going to say that to them, because that's a really, really, really traumatic loss, that parents sadly have to experience. But what I do want you to try to do is that the tough times or the tough situations that you might find yourself in, try to view it as, I have the ability to figure this out. I have the ability to figure this out. And if you cannot figure this out yourself through journaling or through some reflection or meditation or supplications or prostrations, your faith or whatever supports you, then get yourself a coach. Get yourself a coach, and they can support you, ask you the right questions, challenge you where you need to be challenged, right? And then for you to figure out those conversations. So anyway, day 15 done. After this sometimes, you know what? It's this last cup of water that is the hardest. You're just like sipping it thinking, can I just leave it for tomorrow? And you think, no, you can't, because you have to drink that water before you go to bed. So yeah, 60 days to go. I do feel like I'm seeing that progress. I'm still working on my time, same as last week. You know, I'm trying to get my workouts, trying to get my water intake in, you know, kind of in the first part of the day. I did get it done twice last week, but then the other 5 days, no. But then there was a lot going on. We did have a huge family wedding. I was out today, but yeah, embracing the challenges. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube, please do. I really do benefit, you know, mentally, and it makes me feel happy that people are benefiting and they are subscribing to this channel. And if you feel that somebody else could maybe benefit from these videos, then maybe share my link and then they can subscribe as well, and then they can get access to these videos. Okay, take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you on day 16. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.